Good afternoon. Ira Epstein of Linn and Associates with your metals market wrap-up for this Tuesday, 28th of July, 2020, about 4:40 p.m. Central Time. I'm earlier than normal. The markets aren't open, but I have to be out tonight, so I wanted to get this one done. I can't do it after 5 o'clock, my normal time. But if we take a look at the metals, you had the gold up 13, the silver down 20. But I must tell you, the last trades of the day in silver, they were sitting there very solid at the 24.50 area. Copper continues to hold in here, but I still say the resistance is that $3 area. Nice gain today in the platinum market. Bitcoin gained with the gold market, as you can see, but sold off from its high rather measurably. At the end of the day, I saw that the crude numbers that came out from the API, I think they were friendly. Net build of about 5 million, a net decline, of about 5 million barrels. And they're looking for flat numbers on the EIA tomorrow. Now in the gold, first 2 days of the week were up $47, new all-time highs, closing basis. When we look at the August gold, and I'm telling you friends, on my subscriber video, I've already moved to December. I'll keep the August here to finish you up this week, but you've got to move away. If you buy, you could get delivery. First notice stays right around the corner, and then you got to retender it. It's a nightmare. You don't want to go through that. But this is what the market is looking like anyways, and any buys or sells that I'm doing, I would do in the D's now. You've got the higher lows, higher highs, and a runaway to the upside. What's very clear here? If you take a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row without the current day taking out a previous day's low. That's a pretty strong market. When we take a look at moving averages, you're over all the moving averages, which are still lined up very bullish, where the shorter term 18 is over the 100 over the 200. So with all that said, where's the resistance in the market? Well, it is the upper Bollinger Band, and you fought today a good battle, but you stayed over it. You now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row over. You don't understand how rare that is. Go back and find 6 days again. You're going to be searching forever. And do it in the front months of the gold when you think that would have been the front. It's just a sign of great strength. Do I still expect that you'll get back to the right-hand side of the Bollinger Band? I not only expect it, I guarantee it. Why? Eventually, price in the Bollinger Band, the way the algorithm's set up, prices will get within it. It never doesn't. But this is unusual that it's gone 6. I've seen 7. No question I've seen it. And I've seen it not on a regular basis, but I've seen it. Every year you get a couple of 7s. This is unusual and a sign of still great strength. When we take a look at momentum, you have the embedded reading, which tells me on pullbacks in the market, what should we be looking for? Areas the pros are going to buy. I think they'll bail if you lose the embedded reading, looking for a retracement back to the 1836 area, but that's a long way from here. It's $100 an ounce, and that number will climb as the market stays this high and you're losing old data. Gold-silver ratio continues to favor the silver market. And in the silver, you fell today, and it was amazing. If you run some key moving averages, I'm not going to tell you which ones. I shouldn't have even said that. My subscribers know which one. That key moving average that I say, when you get an embedded reading, the traders will buy it, was hit today and you bounced. I'd be very careful in this market. $4 range in a market, you can do what you want. It's too much exposure. That's a $20,000 swing from the high to low. And I appreciate your bravery, but I don't have it. If I were trading silver or gold now, in these kind of volatile moments, I'd probably do it in an ETF over a futures contract just because of that volatility. Now in the copper market, I would be taking this down arrow. I wanted to show you this, and now I'd move it as an up arrow here. The market has again gone bullish. You have higher lows, higher highs. I just want to show you what it did look like. I think the support's right here. You don't want to see prices under 286.65, and I think the pros will be nibbling in that 288.35 area. Where could it go? Well, if you had a COVID breakthrough, I think you'd go right to the $3 area. But right here, important game. Should you take out today's low in the next 2 days, you could put into play price in the lower Bollinger Band. That's one of the things that I look for when a market loses, when a market first has an outside day, in this case up. If you take out the low of an outside day up, my rule, it's nobody else's, is that when that happens, I look for price to move to the closest moving average or a Bollinger Band, the closest of. In the platinum, still bullish. You've got the higher lows, you even had an outside day up, but this market's paying very nice attention to the upper Bollinger Band. It's like hitting a wall. I know gold didn't do it. Silver's been back and forth on it, as I said. And you're trying to embed again. Get the car industry going, folks. What's going to happen to this market and the palladium? They both look pretty good, and look at the palladium. Market's been stymied at the upper Bollinger Band. That's okay. You still have a base in place in this market. You had a bullish crossover too. If we take a look right here, this, watch this, day before, you had the 18 under the green, then it gets over, and the market goes up and makes new highs. That's called the impact of a bullish crossover. That's what you look for on the move. In the dollar index, all you're doing is gorilla glue trade. You're just staying on that number. It's very hard to stay short when markets do that. You got to close your eyes, just hold on and say, I'm not coming out until I have to come out. And that's what that market is still doing, still bearish, and we'll see what the Fed does tomorrow. And that's the thing. Tomorrow, you're going to get the Fed notes. So at 1 o'clock, their statement comes out, and we'll see what the policy is. But that'll, by the way, get the algo traders going, and then right after that, you're going to get at 1:30 the Fed Chair Powell, who'll give the statement again and then answer the questions from the press. You're going to see the ETFs move, the futures. As you know, I do an ETF video in the afternoon. I've already published it. It's done and gone to all my subscribers. I put in the trade ideas, what I'm looking for tomorrow. I'm covering the charts here. I've added BETZ now, so that's another one that we've added. We only have a few more to go to get up to the 40 charts. And I think you'll find it interesting as to what we do. I cover the silver, all the gold parts in what I'm doing there, an awful lot. So how do you get it? And by the way, this is what we're covering. And I've got to put into, let's see, over here it'll be in the others. Got to add BETZ for you. That's where that belongs, and I'll make sure our staff knows that. So how do you find out more and sign up for this? It's pretty simple. Just go to our website. First 30 days, $8.95. It's not going to break the bank, and you have no contract with us. After that, if you want to stay at 16, if you want to make a combo package, you can do that. Or you can go to our website at www.iraepstein.com and sign up for the whole thing right there. I'm Ira Epstein. Under the word, by the way, research is how you get up and find out where this is. I will talk to you tomorrow.